Hi, this is Park Sam with today's Living and Working Abroad. For those of you that remember the 80s, remember it as a good year, a year of change. And what the USA needs, in my humble opinion, in 2024 presidential election is change. They certainly don't need to be electing an 80-year-old president again. Both the leading candidates at the moment, Biden and Trump, will be in their 80s as president. Not that that necessarily means it'll be a bad thing, but is it the old world? Is it the old way of thinking? Is it the way forward that the USA and the West, the leadership of the Western democracies need to stick with the same old that we've seen over the last 16 years from the American leadership? So the interesting reasons for that. On the one hand, the incumbent president could run again. His hands are tied to a degree by the political considerations over the support for NATO and the Ukraine and Ukraine's accession into NATO and the protection of that, and not letting an alternate world power run amok, contrary to the values that have been set up post Second World War, or they could allow to do that. Donald Trump, who's the alternative candidate at the moment, an alternative leading cabinet, is marketing himself as the leader who will bring retribution for the voters. So anybody who votes him in because they feel hard done by or suppressed by government or establishment or circumstances, Donald Trump's approach is retribution. Now, that could work if it was the free-thinking, radical, let's do this irrespective of the status quo approach of Argentina. But if it's done in a negative way, it could actually also be destructive, and the talk and the rhetoric is negative. Now, Donald Trump could be a force for good, for radical change like we're seeing in Argentina, at least something different to the past rather than the stale, same old way, or it could be divisive and upsetting in terms of leading to the sorts of conflicts we got within the world in the 30s as autocratic governments and leaders took control of not just their country but any other country that they wanted and felt that they had some sort of association with. So it's interesting. So will the USA stick with the 80s, or will they go to a new generation of competent 40, 50, 60-year-old presidents, with people with experience, with ability, with talent to take the leadership of their countries and the Western democracies in a new direction? For more information and guidance on living and working abroad and how expats can relocate, contact us at privatepartnership.com.